Second time, he forgets to say 3, 2, 1. He goes 5, 4, and he doesn't finish. And I guess we're on line. So, hi, you reached Neil Keenan, and I reached you. And the first time I'm on in a while, and I got lots to say, but I'm still not going to say too much, where I reveal too much, so that anybody can get hurt. As you saw during the week, Benjamin Fulford did some pushing that was ridiculous. But then again, Ben being Ben, ridiculous. This same thing happened 3 years ago when he was talking to Karen Hudis. The same issues, he came to the same issues, and he wanted to sell the video for $500,000. The first $500,000 could have the video, and the only video between him and Karen Hudis. And my attorney was ready to file and go against and just bang them in court and just shut them right down once and for all. And there was a peace treaty made, and I guess the violation of the peace treaty is I'm a clone. I'm a clone. You know, he's told me that before, that he thinks I'm a clone. But then again, the guy does so much shit. I really don't know what to think in regards to what he believes and doesn't believe. I mean, he's in a tree most of the time. So how can I believe that he thinks I'm really a clone or not? When, and I talk to all my friends every day and have for many years. Many of my friends in Rhode Island who saw me, they hadn't seen me in 15 years, but they knew me. And we had a ball. But getting back to this situation, the Monaco Accords, you know, Benjamin spoke to the Rockefeller family, which he didn't tell you. And they confirmed that the Accords happened, but during this last post of his, he didn't mention that at all. You know, that he checked it out, and they told him, yes, it happened. We have the link. We're going to send it probably with this, so you can see for yourself. You know, we had emails coming in about people seeing me on the walk, what do you call it? The bridge, going to the boat, and when Rockefeller, Jay almost got knocked into the water, they started sending things into our site for comments about how they saw me there. But Benjamin wasn't there. And to be perfectly honest with you, I was telling Benjamin at that time, myself and Dr. Vandermeer, that I was in China to see what Benjamin would do. And Benjamin was telling me when he spoke to me, when he would speak to me, that his security in China saw me in China and was following me. And we were laughing our tails off because I was really somewhere else. I was in Monaco. So Benjamin, you know, your dreams and aspirations are great, but you know, when you put it on paper and so on and other people are involved, that's when you're going to get yourself in trouble. Because people like myself will fight back. And I've got so many weapons on you, Benjamin, beginning with the White Dragon family. So, you know, be careful. Be careful, Benjamin. There's so many things we can do to come back and just open up your world and make it one horrible world. I'm not like you, though. And I'm not looking for $500,000 for something that's not true. And I'm not looking for something that is true. So, there you go. Ben, give it a break. Give it all a break, Ben. Take a vacation. Stay away from the shit. And get yourself strong, because you look like a sack of crap right now. Big and chunky and all flesh. And that's from you know what. Okay, so I've said enough there. I'm not opening up. I'm not Benjamin Fulford. I never will be Benjamin Fulford. And Benjamin Fulford, you are a clone. Or a clown. Maybe I spelled clone wrong and it's supposed to be clown. So that's where I go and where I leave you. Because there's nothing more important at this point in time for me to say about what you do. I don't care. You're not to be worried about. Now that we got Benjamin out of the way not once and for all, because you know, clowns come back. Clones would probably leave. A clone would say, what happened? A clown would say, was he talking about me? Really? Let's go and talk about today we had the we heard that President Park from South Korea was put in jail for 24 years. Here's another, Benjamin, this is not for you, really. We've been working on that for 3 years, since from the days when they tried to put the gold on the George Washington and take it to the New York Federal Reserve Bank. We stopped that with the family and the satellites. And as everyone knows, maybe Benjamin doesn't, the clown, they didn't take the gold to the boat. The satellites had them cornered. The boats that came into the water that surrounded the George Washington had them cornered. Everything had them cornered. Okay, and let's go back to the first thing. I don't want to get Benjamin out of the way yet. I'm having too much fun. I don't have fun that much. Benjamin was telling people that we held our meeting in Monaco on a U.S. government ship, Navy, was it? Navy carrier? And if that had been the case, then Jay Rockefeller could have walked right onto the boat and nobody could have stopped him. We probably would have gotten our asses spanked, okay? We didn't get our asses spanked. And again, it's not what we're talking about, but I'll just give you another little tidbit to this little thing that Ben put together. And it was a private boat. It was a private boat. And there was nobody from the West at all there. Nobody. And if you go back in time, this is what I want to talk about. If you go back in time, and you might remember me talking about how the East had to separate from the West because the West was stealing use of the assets, and that the East should have not only their own SWIFT system, but they should, which they have SIPs now, but they should also have their own banking, which they have what's it called, the Asian AIIDB Development Bank, AIIDB now, and they have everything that I was talking about then. They have now. You know, I made it very clear. This is what you had to do, and they followed it. And once we finished with the Monaco situation, we had the non-aligned members coming out right after us, right on our tails. But the best thing of all that happened is that they stepped aside, and when we saw BRICS coming out, we stepped aside because it was just too much for us to do, too much work. We had too much to do at that time and too few people and not enough money. But we could have had our own thing going at that point in time, but it was better to let the Asians handle their own things. I didn't have to handle it. They know what they're doing. Some of them are brilliant. Not all of them, just like not all of us are brilliant. Some of us are, I don't know, they're thinking everybody's a clone. Anyway, okay, so that was that, and it went on and it went on, and it all basically springs from the board that we had. You know, the SIPs came when we said there shouldn't be a SWIFT in Asia because they were being cheated. Getting the message? We put that out there. We did. And also look at our site, our posts at that time, and you'll see all this there. So, you know, you don't have to listen to Ben. You just have to go look, and you'll find everything you have to see. Okay? So now, let's see what is next. I didn't want to do that, but I did it. South Korea, Mrs. Park today, President Park, went away. She was involved in nearly all the gold scams that were taking place in South Korea today. She was. And also we had Thailand and was involved, and we stopped that with Obama. We stopped a lot in Korea, South Korea. And with the satellites again, you know, like I told you, and we go further than that. I mean, we've done a lot, and we've done a lot of it with me sitting home because I was sick. So what I got sick, Benjamin? When I'm sick, I want to be left alone. I don't want to hear you. Okay, I don't want to hear your bullshit, make-believe bullshit, telling everybody I'm a clone. Okay, I mean, really, I don't care. Because the people I know don't believe you at all. And I don't believe you at all now because you stood up too much shit over the years with make-believe. So, I don't care. Okay, me, I don't take phone calls, Benjamin. You do. And you come to me for information. You came to Dr. Vandermeer for information. You got it. You got real information and it helped you a lot. We saved your life a couple of times, I did. when Prime Minister Nakasone was after you. We saved your life. And what do? He's a clone. He's a clone. This is fake, that's a fake. You sound like a fake. You look like a fake. I look pretty damn good for a guy that's been poisoned 8 times and in bed for nearly, who knows how much time. And I got up and I got strong and I'm here and I'm coming back and I'm going to be there again. I'm going to be there again. And Benjamin, please, don't ask me to come see you. You want to see me, you come see me. You pay the ticket, you get on a plane, you come see me. There's nothing you can offer me right now. Okay, other than a headache. And you don't offer me. I don't pay attention. So anyway, let's go. We got the South Korean situation pretty well handled now with President Park under arrest. And Indonesia is putting together some compliance packages right now. Benjamin says he's got his leg on the assets, the global assets. Again, he's lying to you. He has nothing. He had boxes before, if you remember, and they were all going to be sold. Nobody wanted them. He's had other things with other people, and didn't happen. So you got to put your feet on the ground, Benjamin. You got to go to places, have to see people, have to spend money, and you have to go into the jungles, and you have to do things. You can't do it from your room and say, I got it. It doesn't work like that. Maybe you can tell people that, but I don't think they believe you either. So now let's get to the meetings. I have meetings set up in Indonesia, and I'm talking about with the elders, with the royal families, and the holders. I got it with everyone, all the major players, and we have the financing to do what we have to do right now. We have whatever financing is needed, we can get. So it might make it a lot easier right now for me to go, get it done, if I can get it done, and open those damn things up, if I can open them up. If I can't open them up, then I'll find another way. Which is even easier for me. And but I'll give them a chance to do it the way it was supposed to be, but eliminating the West. When I say eliminating the West won't have their hands into anything. Everything will come out, and not just through my group. I'm going to have people being held responsible. I'm going to delegate responsibility. Someone said that Neil is not part of. It's a Keenan thing. I am part of it. I created it, but I created it for others to come and have a place to hang their hat. So whoever said that, I think it's Lee Conover. Whoever said that, Old Man Rivers is coming, or Henry Hudson, bowling. But you're right. I come on just sometimes to get into the thrill of it all. I really like the thrill of coming in and getting in the middle of a good ruckus and stirring it up even more, and then say goodbye and leave it to you guys to fight. I enjoy that, but sometimes when it gets a little too serious and mistakes are made, then I don't. But I'm not in there enough to make any complaints. Okay? Now, let's go further. Let me see what I don't want to miss anything. It's been a long time. Ben says I'm a salesman. I'm a new technology salesman. And I have to tell you, I'm not a salesman. I'm not a good salesman at all, and I've never been. I've been a creator. I put things together. I brought things to people. I've never sold. Never liked selling. Never, you won't see me doing it. But the machines that I'm selling. I'm selling. But I'm not selling like it's a salesman. That I'm selling on behalf of Walter and the team. Those machines are phenomenal. Those machines, they save people. They save people. And I think that the most important thing in the world is to save people. If we can. And the machines can do that. They've done it. You talk to the people who have the machines and ask them what they've done with them. And you'll hear they've saved people. Whereas the hospitals don't save people. The hospitals are cutting them open. These machines are non-invasive. They don't cut into your body. They just do frequencies to bring your immune system up to an impeccable peak, and then they go looking for the problems and they fix them. They don't happen overnight, some of them take a little longer than others, some are overnight. I mean, Nancy just cured multiple sclerosis. Somebody had that, and also Bell's palsy, and amongst other things, and like that. They're good. Disham over in New Zealand, he's helped people a ton with his machine. And then you've got Peggy, and you got Ann, you've got Larry, you've got a lot of people with machines who are working wonders with them right now. And Bill in Boston, they're doing great jobs. And I'm getting testimonials every now and then, which I put up for you. And I enjoy the healing that they're helping people. If it was just another machine, I wouldn't do it. No matter how much it cost, I wouldn't do it. So what I'm doing is I'm following my heart, and that is helping people. That's what I like to do. I've done it my whole life, and I like to see people get better. I like to see children have things that they need. I like to see the elderly have things that they need too. And I have so many ideas in my head regarding this that it's just filled. Let me just say it fills, it overflows. So it's not the salesmanship. Although I think you all should get one, but you can't, I know. And just because of one thing, it doesn't just help you and your family, it helps your friends, your neighbors, and everyone else. And it's a good thing. Some people use them to make money. They're making money. But, that's not actually what it was supposed to be for. But they're making money, and they're going to get their money back, and from the use of the machine, and they're going to have a machine to take care of things at that point in time. So it's remarkable. It's remarkable, and all I can say is that I'm glad I'm part of it. I'm glad I brought it to you, and I'm glad it's helped a lot of you. I'm glad, because it's helped me. It's helped my friends. It helped people I know. It's helped people I don't know. And it's good to watch their face. So that's the answer to the salesman thing. My God, the salesman. I produce things and I let other people sell them. Ben, you want a job? We've had a problem for months now. We lost someone. Someone disappeared. Thesia is her name. And she was on her way to California to help us at the event at Nancy and Larry's with the machines in Long Beach. And she disappeared on the way. She was abducted. And we believe she's alive, because the messages I was receiving on my computer or even telephone was that she was okay, she was in the hospital, but they were sending it on her computer. And no letterhead, and they said they were part of the hospital staff. And that's not true, and I know that's not true. And then when I said I was coming to find her, and I'll find you no matter where you are, I said I'll sit with her, I'll hold her hand until she's better. Next morning they told me she was dead. And she's not dead. She's being held against her will in a locked room somewhere. And we're not sure where, but we believe we know where. And we want this young lady back. She's the best. You know her. You all know her. Not all maybe, but a lot of you know her. And her sight's no longer up. You knew her as Sweet Ray. Not only is she a beautiful girl, she's smart, so smart. She plays prosecutor with me, and she makes me feel like a defendant. And she questions me all the time. But she does it because it only helps what I'm doing. And she's gone right now. And we want her back. And anybody who has access to astral travelers or psychics or whatever, they can contact us, because we need all the help we can get in finding her. Lawyers too. We need all kinds of people to help us in this regard, because The United States is a big place, and we want to find her. My whole team is working their backsides off, and people who aren't even with the whole team, with the team, they're just doing remarkable work and a yeoman job, and we want her back. That's more important than anything else right now, is getting her back to where she belongs. Thesia, I know you can't hear this, but you'll see this someday, hopefully. And we're doing all we can do to bring you back. You're the best, sweetie. So let's get you back to where you belong. I'm sure you all agree with me. No, if you know Thesia, she's the best. Can't say much more about that because we're working on it and we want it back. Now let's go. Yeah, I don't. You know, that's my other question. How many lives did you save? We know how many lives we saved. How many nations did you save? And how many nations did we save? I mean, we stopped the gold from leaving many a place. We stopped many a nation from being attacked even. When the Japanese, your country, Ben, had mobilized their military, they're going into Indonesia. They were after the gold. You didn't even know that. You know, it's a George Soros thing. And Ben, the only thing I can say next is, you know, I don't want to finish with you because it's a negative note. I'd like to finish with Thesia. And I'd like for everybody to know that we're missing her right now. We missed her in California. We all love her. We think the world of her. She's a remarkable young lady. And like I said, we want her back. We all do. I know I do. But I'm not alone. There's a whole bunch of people, thousands, who want Thesia back. So let's hope we get her. Lorraine Killen. You know, and you know, her friend, Laura Mulligan, is just dying to see her return. She's been keeping me stable for the last maybe 3 or 4 months by telling me this, telling me that, telling me stories. She tells better stories than me. And that's hard to do sometimes. But I thank her for all her help in keeping everything on an even keel, even though it's an emotional matter. Okay, thank you very much. I'll be going to stateside shortly, and I'm going to be going to Indonesia shortly. I don't know which one's first, but Indonesia looks like it just might be the first place I go in, because they're ready. But if Thesia's going to be released, or we're going to be able to get her released, then I'll probably be here to meet her at the door when she's released. I'm not going to become the target that I heard I would be, but I'll make sure that she sees me and she comes running to me, and I take care of her, make sure she's all right. Okay, then you'll all know, and you'll get to speak to her like you're speaking to me now. I'll let her speak to you all and let you know how she feels. Talk to you all later. Thank you very much, and take care. And happy Easter. It's European Easter, Orthodox. Our Easter was last week for many of us. Well, happy Easter 2 times, in case you're the other one. I'm the Christian one, and this is Orthodox. Happy Easter to Neil twice, and happy Easter to you all twice. Take care, and let's hope that everything works out. Okay? Ciao, ciao, and see you soon. And you have any metal? There's no clone here. This is Neil Keenan, the raw-blooded Neil Keenan. Thank you. Bye-bye for now, and take care. Gene, stop it. Bye-bye.